Alright everybody, what is going on? We're back over on JP Dokkan here during the 9th anniversary, and we're taking a look here at the new Int Evolution Blue Vegeta EZA. Here he is in all of his glory. So here he is, fully EZA'd. Definitely, for sure, there was not a cut there. He's always been EZA'd here. But anyway, we're taking a look at him here. He just got his EZA. He's very powerful. Real quick, my build on him. By the way, he is level 10 Lynx. My build, I do have the 8th anniversary equips on him, because I think he eats a lot off of the raw additional defense that you get off of this, so I did find them worth it to give him. Then we have basically full additional. Anything I couldn't put into additional, I put into dodge, and then the only crit that he has is from his silver equipment right here. So that is the build that we're rocking with him. Real quick with Vegeta, he has a novel here. I mean, it literally doesn't even fit on the screen anymore. But essentially what he's doing is the same as before, but his additional chance is higher, his stats are higher, his damage reduction is higher, his revive is easier, and he gets crits easier. So that's the gist there. He's starting out at 275k defense right here. He does need to do 4, I believe it's 4 attacks to build up. We can see right here, kinda. So you see that 30%, and then 3 key up to 10. And then caps out attack and defense at 120%. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, this is actually right here what we're talking about. This is the extra damage reduction. So see, there's the 50% damage reduction. There's the additional 30%. Right below that's the 3 key. And then right below that's the 30% attack and defense up to 120. So we need to do 4 attacks. The most we can do on a turn is 3, unless we get the active skill somehow on our first turn, which I don't think is possible. I don't remember what the condition is, but I don't think it's turn 1 possible. So we do have some links active here. Let's see how good I am. We have... Goodness. Let me do this screen. So that is... Okay, this one's prepared for battle. Right here. You guys can kind of see me clicking it. This is prepared for battle. I guess this is Super Saiyan? No. This is like Godly Power, I think is what that is. Oh, that's right. This Vegeta doesn't have Super Saiyan. Right. Fierce Battle right here. And then Legendary Power down here. So that's what we got going on. The links that we're missing are Tournament of Power, Prodigies, and Royal Lineage. Look at me, I'm pretty good. I still got them in there. Well, I used to play JP a lot, so I have these links, like, they're kind of in there. Like, I know Shocking Speed, just to point it out to you, just for example, it has, like, 2, I'm gonna call them curly cues. It's this one right here. I don't really know how to explain it, but, like, you see, like, the last 3 characters, these 2 right here, I don't know, like, this one right here has a circle, and then that one has, like, the 2 lines. That's how I know this is Shocking Speed. I don't know. And then, Legendary Power is usually always on the bottom. Prepared for Battle, I think, is this one. It's, like, the 3 squares, and then the 4 squares, I don't know what this one is. Anyway, it doesn't matter. We've got some of his links up. I'm going to try to get UI Goku on rotation with him as soon as possible, because they share 5 out of 7 links. The only thing they don't share are Prodigies and Royal Lineage, so that'll make for a really good rotation. I don't think we share really anything with God Goku. I could leave him on rotation because it's probably better to float this unit, but we're just going to make it work here. So, Vegeta, he gets key whenever he attacks, so I don't think that will count as 24 key, but we will see. He does have he gets a guaranteed crit at 24 key, but if you don't get that, he does have a 57? I think it's 57% chance to crit now, because he does give all allies a chance to crit on his super attacks as well now. So if you look at this, so yeah, it's like greatly raise attack and defense, high chance to crit for 1 turn, and then raises, you see that 7%? That's all allies crit chance. You can see, like, the crit is, like, you see that little, like, house symbol? That's how I know it's crit. I can't explain to you, but anyway, it's a 7% crit chance for 2 turns. So that means he actually has a 57% chance to crit here, so even if we don't get to 24 key. But let's go ahead and grab that. Enough talking. Let's go ahead and get into it. We're 4 minutes into this showcase, so we haven't even seen Vegeta do anything. He does have Guard on his first rotation, so, like, right there, we're up to 80% damage reduction with Guard. which is pretty good. Pretty good, obviously. They also changed it in his passive so that if he dodges an attack, he still gets the damage reduction, but it doesn't count towards the revive. Okay, this right here is a guaranteed crit. This Vegeta and UI Goku, if you get an additional super attack with them, it is a guaranteed crit, because the crit effects on their super attacks do stack. Pretty unlucky that we only got 2 attacks there instead of a third. But that's okay. We're going to go ahead and cut. We're in the Frieza Red Zone fight, by the way. I don't know if I've actually shown this one on the channel yet, but that's the boss fight that we're in. This one tends to go pretty long. We'll go ahead and cut and come back whenever Vegeta is on rotation again. Alright, so here we are back on rotation again. We do have UI Goku here now, so again, we do have 5 out of 7 links activated, and we are at 470k defense right here with only 2 attacks performed. Again, that's only half of our buffs built up. We can actually pop the active skill here, which will give us guaranteed crits, obviously, because at 24 key, we do guaranteed crits, so we would get that. But we would also get some more build-up for his passive. I don't know that it's really necessary, but why don't we just go ahead and play this just because we can? I mean, there's no reason not to, right? Like, it's also going to give him the costume change. So notice how Vegeta has his shirt on right now. Yeah, that's coming off. All right, here we go. Let's go ahead and play this. I don't know if I've said this. I don't think I have in this video yet, but like this is probably like my all-time most anticipated unit in Dokkan, by the way, and I think they absolutely did him justice with his EZA. Whenever he first came out, I always thought he was good. I thought he was a bit underrated, but you could clearly see the flaws that he had that UI Goku didn't. And I think they really narrowed the gap, if not completely surpassed it. This guy probably is more consistent than UI Goku. And he's probably going to provide more value, I don't know, to the team. UI Goku's always going to be great with a dodge. He's going to age better for sure. But this Vegeta's revive is going to be so free and easy. Part of the reason why I like the 8th anniversary GT duo so much is because of how easy it was to get their revive, right? You take a lot of damage turn 1, you go into turn 2, you have their revive, right? This guy, you get hit 5 times, which I mean, right here, we're going to get hit 5 times. And then you'll be fine, so... Again, we do not have guard anymore, but we do have his full 50% damage reduction, and then he does get 10% every time he gets hit or dodges an attack. So, you know, very quickly after, we're going to be up to 80% damage reduction with 500k defense, and then he does get 50% per super, and we're not fully built up yet. We need to do one more super to fully build him up right here. So, I've done calcs for him on the channel. This guy's going to be crazy after a couple of super attacks here. UI Goku, I believe, can get up to higher start of turn defense, but Vegeta post-super is, like, far surpassing UI Goku's defense. But anyway, let's go ahead and grab that. Again, we were already at we were already at guaranteed crits because we use the active skill. Anytime you use the active skill on a turn, for any unit, it counts as getting 24 key. So in Vegeta and UI Goku's case, where they get guaranteed crits at 24 key, they get that for the turn regardless of if you actually get them to 24 key or not, but key is so easy with these guys that it's usually not a problem. Now, UI Goku hasn't really gotten a chance to do anything, that's why his key is a little low, he hasn't gotten to dodge yet, but that's okay, like, we'll be fine here. Let's go ahead and grab that for them, and let's get this rolling. So let's see how Vegeta does. We do get supered immediately. I don't know how hard this Frieza hits. Hopefully it doesn't just KO us. We do have 50% damage reduction, so as long as he's not... Whew, that's pretty hard, but now we're at double digits. Okay. That was pretty rough. We did survive it, though, and we're at a 19 million attack stat. I don't know if the Super Saiyan Blues at the end can tank or not. I guess we'll find out. All right, so that's pretty good. Oh, we failed the additional... Oh, we got the additional normal. No! Vegeta, no, that was your chance, man. Can this Frieza double super? I don't remember. The Blues are still guarding. I think they'll be okay. Please? That's the friend, too. So my Blues are only at 55%, so they would definitely die there. By the way, in the argument of UI Goku versus Evolution Blue Vegeta, UI Goku has a better chance of survival, or at least taking less damage in that first slot, by the way. Just throwing that out there. Later in this fight, this Frieza does cancel dodge, but it shouldn't be a problem for Goku by the time we get there. We'll see, though. We'll see. Okay, guys, you guys are still guarding. Remember that additional supers do not help us with this unit. For some reason, they decided that they didn't need defense on their 12 key. What were they thinking with this unit? Please, there's no way. Would they take 90k? They might, honestly. There's a lot of attacks there at the end. I think they have a stack. This is so now they have like 2 stacks. But they're not in slot 1, so they're not getting their extra defense. Oh, goodness. Let's see. Oh, it's going to be close. Okay, he doesn't double super. At least he did it here. Whew. All right, we'll be right back, guys. All right, we're back again, and notice that we do have actually, we probably have both. We probably have both revives active here, so it would probably prioritize whoever we put in slot 1. By the way, Vegeta fully built up here at 647k defense. Unfortunately, listen, I know it's the Vegeta showcase. It's the Vegeta showcase. We gotta throw him in slot 1. Listen, UI Goku, I'm actually not gonna give him his own video probably because he's only 69% here. And I don't know. Do you guys want to see the 69% UI Goku video? Maybe. I figure we're gonna do this video, and then maybe I'll take Vegeta against Fusion Zamasu. Who do you guys want to see? You can't tell me because I'm gonna record it right after this. So there's no way. By the way, he's at a 21 million attack stat here, fully built up. By the way, 21 million is what he gets up to. No support. I do have Bulma. I could have brought Bulma on this team, but she's not awakened or, like, ready to go, which is the story of my JP account. Look, there he is, man. Look at that little arrow. Look at where that is. Is that funny? I don't know. Maybe. Maybe it's funny. Look at that smirk he's giving us. Look at those eyes. Oh, my goodness. Oh. All right, we'll be back. We'll be back. Okay, we're back. And by the way, I did use UI Goku's active skill to nullify the OST here, so... we should be fine. I mean, worst case scenario, we die and we revive. So, we'll throw Vegeta here in slot 1. There's a good chance that he just kills Frieza. So that could happen. We do have Vegeta's revive up. So if we did die, we would get that. I would like to get it in the video, but I think we're just going to kill Frieza. Like, unfortunately, Frieza is just donezo here. Here again, 21 million attack stat from Vegeta. Only links that we're missing are Royal Lineage and Prodigies, which are attack links, but not super common. And then he does get the 77%? Yes. Okay. Here we go. Boom. It's done. This is, again, a guaranteed crit. We are out of here. Frieza is done. So there we go. Oh. We can't... That's actually not going to kill him. It's the canon ending. It's the canon... This is the movie. Vegeta... UI Goku stole the kill. Oh, well, there we go, guys. Let me know what you thought about Evolution Blue Vegeta and his EZA. Let me know how you thought he performed here. Again, I thought he looked really impressive. You know, we did die on that one turn. No, we didn't. We didn't die. We didn't. No. We didn't die. That was a clean run. I'm a dummy. We almost died. We took 500k from a super attack. How hard does this Frieza hit? Let me look that up real quick. All right, so real quick, that Frieza hits for 1.89 million damage right there. So, I mean, that's almost 2 million, and we took 500k from it, and we weren't, I mean, I don't remember if we were fully built up or not yet. I think we were close. But yeah, still, I mean, we survived it, a 2 million damage shot, type neutral, so that is pretty good. Oh, and remember, by the way, because, excuse me, because Frieza is extreme class, and we're super class, type neutral, he actually does 15% more damage to us. So we actually, like, took 2.1 million damage from that. You know, our 50% damage reduction took that in half, and then we had about 500k defense. I don't know, like 550k or something. So boom, that's why we took about as much damage as we did. So that's, you know, some quick maths right there. Anyway, let's go ahead and move into the breakdown. Alright, this is True Warrior Race, Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Evolved Vegeta. His leader skill is Power of Revival, or Reps of Universe 7, Key 3, 180% the stats. This is a pretty decent leader skill. Power of Revival is pretty good, and he's probably the best Power of Revival. Like, this is probably the best leader. And then throwing Reps of Universe 7 on it now is decent. There are a couple pretty good Reps of Universe 7, so we'll see how that ages. His super attack, the 12 key, is Pride of Our Warrior Race. Greatly raises defense for 1 turn, causes colossal damage to the enemy, high chance to perform a critical hit for 1 turn, and raises all allies' chance to perform a critical hit by 7% for 1 turn. So that is nice, you know. This guy you can run in slot 1 pretty viably. So giving that extra crit chance to all of your allies is pretty good. The Ultra Super Attack, the Final Flash Extreme, greatly raises attack and defense for 1 turn, Mega Colossal damage to the enemy, high chance to crit, and then 7% chance for 2 turns for all allies. So, again, you get a double super attack with this guy, and you're giving all allies a 14% chance to crit. It's not going to make a huge difference, but you start comboing this with, like, UI Goku. Let's say this guy triple supers, because that is in his wheelhouse, right? I guess let's be conservative. Let's say he double supers, right? He's going to give all allies a 14% chance to crit for the turn. And then let's say that UI Goku double supers as well, like right after him. He would also be giving the entire rotation 14%, and then that would also stack. So the unit in slot 3 would be getting a 28% chance to crit from the super attack effect, and then the units on the next rotation would be getting a 14% chance to crit as well, because these 18 key stacks would carry over to the next turn. So that is pretty good. His passive skill, Power to Keep Promises, Key +7, and guards all attacks for 1 turn upon entering the attacking turn once only. He gets 200% attack and defense, 50% damage reduction, additional 10% damage reduction with each attack received or evaded up to 30% within the turn. So again, this will stack so you can get up to 80% damage reduction after you take 3 hits or dodge 3 hits. Going a full dodge build for this guy could be pretty good, but it is going to hurt you a little bit for his revive. You do actually have to receive the attacks 5 times for his revive, and so delaying that could be bad, because I think this revive down here is actually what's going to give this guy value for a long time. His passive also has build up now, so key 3 up to 10, and then attack and defense plus 30% up to 120 with each attack performed. So this will take about 2 turns to build up on average. Really, 2 turns, like, maximum and minimum, because you're always going to be doing 2 attacks because of this right here. He launches an additional attack. There's a 77% chance becoming a super attack. So no matter what, you're always going to be doing 2 attacks. You're going to be getting his normal attack that he does, like his 18 key, 24 key, 12 key, whatever it is for the turn, however much key you get. And then you'll always get this additional. And so after 2 turns, you'll have done 4 attacks, which is how many you need to do to build this up. So it's going to take 2 turns. Now, you can do 3 attacks on a turn, but again, it's going to take 4 attacks to build it up, and you cap out at 3, so unless you use the active skill. But the active skill, it has to be starting from turn 4, so it doesn't matter. Like, 2 turns to build this up fully is what's going to happen. He gets an additional 77% attack and performs a critical hit when activating the active skill or when key is 24. So that is nice. It's going to make his active skill hit a little bit harder, and it does give him guaranteed crits at 24 key, even whenever you don't use the active skill, which is very good. There's a lot of crits running around on the superheroes team now. So if you're building your characters with full crit, I have to ask why. At the start of the character's attacking turn, the character at the start of the character's attacking turn, after the character receives 5 or more attacks in battle, you can have the revive. If anybody dies on the turn, you just get the revive. So if you get really lucky, Fusion Zamasu, I don't know, Golden Frieza, somebody puts 5 attacks in turn 1, you'll have his revive ready to go for the rest of battle, which is very, very good. Key +7 and then 77% attack and defense starting from the turn in which this character or an ally's revival skill is activated. So that's nice. He gets the 23rd World Tournament Goku mechanic where it doesn't have to be him. As long as somebody revives, he's going to get this buff right here, which is going to be nice. It's going to give him a lot of starter turn stats. You guys noticed how we were already at a pretty good spot defensively. With this guy, getting this extra 77% is definitely going to push him over the edge. And then the 7 key as well is just very good. And then if you get his revive specifically, on his next turn, he'll get guaranteed guard again for that turn. So that is, again, very, very powerful. Then, of course, he has his active skill, which is an AoE. By the way, because it's an AoE, it will actually build this part of his passive up right here. So if, like, let's say you go into a stage and, I don't know, there's enemies on, like, turn 4, and you can use his active skill, and there's, like, 4 enemies or something, and you haven't built this guy up. I don't know. It's some weird scenario that I'm making up in my head right now. But if you were to face multiple enemies and have his active skill active, and, like, let's say there's 4 enemies, and the active skill hits all 4 of them, then you will actually build this all up in 1 turn. So it's not really super relevant anymore, but back during the 6th anniversary days, back whenever his passive looked like this, and he built up 5 key with each attack performed, sometimes it could be relevant. So Anyway, that's just something to note, right? Is that every time you do, like, if you do an AoE attack like this and you have buildup that counts with each attack performed, then each attack on an enemy in an AoE will actually count towards building that up. Just like Piccolo Jr.'s active skill. You know, like in World Tournament, you can activate it, and that's why people say don't attack the first unit. You attack, like, the first tech unit or something. You guys know. You guys know. Anyway, his links here: Prodigy's Royal Lineage, Godly Power, Prepare for Battle, Tournament Power, Fierce Battle, Legendary Power. It still sucks that he doesn't have Super Saiyan, but, I mean, he links well with UI Goku, and they're just, like, better than most of the games, so it doesn't really matter. These are his categories. This guy has always been on a million teams, so that's awesome. He's going to help out a lot of teams for a pretty decent amount of time here. Post Super Attack, he's going to be very good. Here are his stats, and then, by the way, here are his 200% leaders. For some reason, the Gammas aren't on here. I don't know why. Like, I'm not forgetting them. But the Gammas do lead superheroes, and this guy is on superheroes, so I don't know why they're not on here. But he is on the Gammas 200%. He is not actually on Beast Gohan's 200%. He is on the leader skill, but he's not on the 200%. But yeah, there we go. Let me know what you guys think about Evolution Blue Vegeta's EZA. I love him. I think he's great. We'll go take him against a fight after this. I haven't decided which one yet, but we'll go fight somebody else and get that on video. So let me know what you guys think. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.